Mehul.
Yes, Sejal, we can.
A very good morning and a warm welcome to the Wellness Leaders community. Thank you, and I really appreciate for taking time and joining us on Sunday morning. Here we unite a passionate individuals who dedicate with different healing modalities and for their well-beings. Together, let's inspire, support, and uplift each other in our journey towards the healthier and a balanced life. Today, we are pleased to welcome our guest speaker, a certified Reiki master teacher and a yoga practitioner who integrates holistic well being. He is an active Reiki healer certified by RCI and a facilitator at Reiki Raise Institute in Japan. His commitment is reflected in his lifestyle, plant-based lifestyle, which he is following. Currently, he is pursuing PhD in psychology, further deepening his understanding with mind and body connection. So, without any further delay, let's welcome Mr. Mehul Thakkar, the Reiki master practitioner. Mr. Mehulji, most welcome for Wellness Leaders community, and we would like to throw some light on the Reiki healing. What is it and how is it? So, yeah, now the ball is in your court, Mehulji.
Sejal ji, thank you so much for your warm welcome. First of all, let me have a gratitude for Wellness Leaders community to inviting me for this talk. Uh, look after to have a wonderful session, and moving forward, we'll be having lots of works to do together. So, what's your first question, Sejal ji?
We see as many questions regarding Reiki has come up, which the first and foremost is what is Reiki and what are the originality of the Reiki healing?
Okay, fine. So yes, it is. It should be a first question, and rightly, it is a first
Yeah.
question. So Reiki is a supreme spiritual, invisible, intelligent energy which governs the entire world. Okay, whatever the living being that we see in the globe, it is because of this energy. It is being called with a different name in different community countries. So the medical science is called as the immunity. In naturopathy, it is called as Jivni Shakti. In yoga, it is called as Pran Shakti. And the science is called as universal life force.
Okay.
So the energy is energy. It's just only being called with a different name. So that is a Reiki. It is a universal life force.
I
If we
just
talk,
another question is like Reiki healing and chakras, are they related by any chance?
okay, Sibuji. So this spiritual energy is helping us to heal ourselves from the physical, mental, and emotional aspects. It's also help us to grow ourselves in the spiritual journey too. Now, the answer to your second question is the Reiki is related with the chakra? So, very common questions being asked by the people. In our body, we have 7 chakras, right? A chakra is nothing but the energy center or energy point of our body.
Right.
Chakra preserve the energy and transport the energy amongst the various organs, glands, cells of our body, as well as it is transporting the energy from one chakra to another chakra too. So that's the role of chakra. Whenever we request the energy to heal us, mainly whatever the disorder that the person is suffering, we healer are identifying the right chakra to be healed, and depending upon the disorder, we help the person to provide the energy to balance those respective chakra which helps their own body. So that's the science. Over to you.
So the next question comes in like then, do you consider Reiki more as a mean of spiritual healing or just the physical healing?
It is a spiritual healing. I'm not sure in which context you are asking, but just I'm trying to answer your question. It is a spiritual healing.
Okay.
The energy itself has those potential to heal our heal our mindsets in a holistic manner. It makes us the complete. Okay. So when we say it makes us the complete, it means it's not only restricted or limited to the mental or emotional aspects. If we would like to manifest something in our life, we can also take the help of the Reiki energy. We can request the Reiki energy, and energy will help us to grow. In a very simple terms, if any layman want to understand what is a Reiki, we can say a Reiki is a very special prayer which healers do on behalf of the person who is seeking for it. So that's a very common, it's a special prayer.
Yeah. So since you said, the healer is going to do and it's a special prayer, I just want to understand if a person comes to you and says that since if it is a healing process, right? So we need to believe in it to work Reiki. If we don't believe, it won't work.
Absolutely.
But then a person like me, if comes to you, it's just a general question which occurred to me, that how will you relate? Because I'm a virtual person. I need to see. And Reiki is not visible, then how can I relate to it?
Yeah.
You are doing it for me. Where am I seeing it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So again, it's a very common questions where everyone are interested to know about this answer. So we all are using our phone. Phone have a Wi-Fi. Fine, we have a connection. We can able to use various applications in our phone. Phone works with the Wi-Fi. It gets connected to internet. So in a similar fashion, we can say in our life also, our body, our mind works on some spiritual connection. It has its own Wi-Fi that is called as soul Wi-Fi. Our soul, our body is connected with the Wi-Fi, and those Wi-Fi runs our body and mind. Right? So just like a phone, you can compare our body to, which helps you to understand in a better fashion.
So since you mentioned about the Wi-Fi, so can I ask you another question, which is there that can Reiki healing can be a long distance? Is it effective for long distances also, or on site it is effective?
Okay. So Siddharji, it is effective on both the ways. There are two mode or there are two ways to provide the healing. In person, where the person is just in front of us and we can heal the person with the help of our palm touch. That is called as in-person healing. The second mode is distance healing. So in case of distance healing, we request the energy, we pray the energy with the help of some certain processes, and when energy comes to us, we pass on the same energy to the person who is looking for it. So in distance also, it will equally helpful. There is no change that in person it will be more effective and in distance it will be a less effective. It's not so. On both the mode, it will be equally effective.
So uh, basically, Reiki healing does not include any touch. We don't need to do that, right? As you said, from the palm, we pray the energy and that energy we pass on. So there is no touch therapy required in healing, Reiki healing.
So again, to the same point, in case of in person, it will be a touch. In
Okay.
case of distance, it won't be a touch.
Okay. So at the beginning, you mentioned there are different ways or different your terminology has been used. So what is crystal healing or a stone Reiki or crystal Reiki. And I've also heard somewhere that sound Reiki is there. So is there any difference in all these modalities, or matlab, how is it?
Okay. So, Sejal, let me talk something about the background and origin of it, and then I will respond to your question.
Right.
So, Reiki is basically referred from our Shastra, from our Ved. There is a mention of Reiki in our Atharved, that our hand are the healing hand, has a potential, has a capacity to heal ourselves and to others as well. Those things are mentioned in our Veda.
Mhm.
Now, as this is the Indian culture, Indian knowledge, the Western countries has evolved it, explored it, and they have accepted and adopted it very quickly. So from India it goes to outside. The outside it gets explored, and now we are Indian are trying to understand it as a Western aspects, but it's not a Western aspects. Primarily, it is origin from the our scripture knowledge only. So as it comes from the Western, different countries have a different terminology, different versions or the variants you can say have in the Reiki as it's being passed on through the various countries. So Reiki is Reiki only. It's a universal life force. However, in certain countries, it is being added as a crystal in the healing process. So when the healer healed the crystal first and use that particular crystal to heal the person, it becomes a crystal healing. Right? So it's not a completely a different modality, but you can say it is a subset or a different version of the Reiki itself.
Okay.
In
So it's
same way,
not
there
part
is
and
a
parcel.
Karuna
Yeah.
Reiki. Yes, yes. In the same way, we have Karuna Reiki. So various names were there.
Right.
So likewise, it works. I hope it answer your question,
Yes.
Sejal.
Yes. Thank you, Mehul. It's really understanding of Reiki, because we know only Reiki, but Reiki may now so many things have come up which we don't know. So, and most people have not heard also Reiki kya hai. So I just want another question which comes into my mind is, which problems or issues that can be cured by Reiki? Is there any criteria ki only this can be done or this cannot be done?
Okay. Again, a very good question. So as we spoke before, uh, Reiki is making us the whole. It's making us the holistic. So let's understand with one example. When the new baby born, we all know that they have a very good immunity. Even though they fall sick, they very quickly they rebalance their body. Fine. We are just talking about the body only in context to the newborn baby. So the baby born up to the 5, 7 years or 10 years, they have a very good immunity
Right.
because they have those balance in their mind and body, which help them to heal. Okay, so they very quickly they get healed without interfering of any of the external aspects. When the person gets evolved, grown up, so many references, so many problems is being invited by the people, and as and when they grow, the problems are gets accumulated in their life. So Reiki helps you to keep yourself into the balance. It will help you to keep yourself into the balance. When we are in a balance, when we are in the normal way as it should be, we
प्रवीण का
are
मिर्ची का अचार
quite
निकालना ना
away. We are quite far from the
मदर
problems and
प्रवीण का ऐसे
crises of
पैकेट में
our
आता है वैसे में
most of
मिर्ची
the
का
life.
हाँ थैंक
Uh,
Sonali.
Sonali, are you there? Yes, yes, I have muted.
Okay. So what we were trying to understand is, as we are quite far from our balanced state, all problems, all crises of our life get started. So Reiki will bring you to the balanced state of yours as it should be.
Okay.
In other words, we can say it will help us, it will empower us to follow the universal law. There are 12 universal law. Out of 12, there are 5 related to the energy. So Reiki help us to bring back to our original state, normal state. In medical science, it is called as homeostatic state, which is called as normal state, as it should be. So when we are at our normal state, we could make ourselves happy and healthy. That's a concept. On top of your questions, any physical, mental, or emotional problem can be cured with the help of Reiki.
Okay.
Because it will bring us to the original state of our being.
Yeah. So, since it is about the healing, again, another question pops up after this, that how do you know as a healer whether that session has worked on a client or not? Well, do you get that energy, that feeling? How is it?
Okay. So when we provide the healing, or when any healer provides the healing, uh, they could able to sense. So just to understand this response in a better way, let me give you a brief idea how the healers heal the person. So whenever the healing take place, the healers request the person for their photograph, and while passing the energy to them, they visualize the person to whom they are offering the healing.
Right.
And here word offer. So it's a healing modality. We call it as an offer. We are offering the healing to the person. So they are visualizing with the help of power of mind of the healer. They visualize the entire body of the person, and at the same time, energy and intention are being passed on to them. So whenever the energy and intention is being passed on to them, both healers as well as the healing, both could able to feel some sensation in their body. So the sensations are not fixed that every time you will be able to see in heart chakra or the crown chakra or the third eye chakra. It can be varies depending upon it. So the person who is taking the healing, they can also feel the sensation, no matter whether it is a in person or it is a distance. The person who is offering the healing, they can also feel that the energy is being passed on to the respective people or respective person. So this is way we can able to sense. We means the person who is seeking the healing and the person who is offering the healing. They could be able to sense the uh, energy.
So, is there any side effects of healing? Do you feel that there? Suppose when you, as you said, you are offering the healing to the people, and you get a feeling, right? When you are offering, you do get a feeling. So whether that feeling, can you ever get it negative, or the things are, सामने वाले को it's not reaching in the right way or anything, uh, something like that. Uh, negative impact also are there at times when the person is not ready to accept it, because acceptance of the person is necessary, right?
Correct. Correct. Okay. So let me respond in this way. The energy, it's a supreme spiritual energy, very pure and positive energy. Fine. Energy is energy only. It's always pure. How we are using it, that is a different mode of it. Just like example, we have knife.
Yeah.
So knife can be used to harm somebody else also, and the doctor is also using the knife to do the operation. So in the similar way, you can say how we are using those energy, that's depend. But the energy is a pure energy. Now, in context to the Reiki modality, in Reiki modality, this energy is being used to make the person whole. That is why it is called as holistic.
Right.
As it is a pure energy, it cannot give any side effect or harm to the people because the energy itself is a pure energy. As well, even the healers wants, and especially in context to the Reiki modality, I am saying, even though healers want, he or she cannot harm to anybody else with the help of universal energy, universal life force, that is a Reiki. So normally we people are very habituated with the word side effect in context to the medicine. So there is a very common questions comes from the people that what is a side effect?
Side
Right?
effects, yes.
Yeah, if it is a
Then
medicine, there is a question of side effect. This is not a medicine; it's a spiritual healing. So there is no side effect of it. Over to you, Sejal.
Mehul, my next question comes in, are there any limitations? Do we have, parameters ki only this things can be taken care of from the Reiki, by the Reiki?
These things only taken care by the Reiki.
हाँ मतलब कोई limitations है whether certain things or certain parameters cannot be covered under Reiki, ऐसा कुछ are there कहीं भी कोई any sort of limitations in Reiki is there?
Sure. Uh, Let me respond to this. जैसे कि हमने बात की, it's a universal life force, it's a supreme spiritual energy. This energy cannot be work or cannot be used to break the law of the universe or to apply to back to the universe. I can give you one example which help to understand in a better fashion. बाहर बारिश गिर रही है और आप बोलोगे कि मैं रेखी दे रहा हूँ कि बारिश स्टॉप हो जाए कि मुझे बाहर जाना है, तो दैट कैन नॉट बी हैपन, राइट? तो आपको बहुत धूप लगती है, आप बोलोगे कि धूप कम हो जाए, मैं रेगुलेटर घुमा दूं, धूप कम हो जाए, तो
That
दैट इज
cannot
नॉट
go.
गोइंग टू
And
बी
it cannot
हैपन.
go against the nature.
एब्सोल्युटली. सो
Right.
नेचर की ही एनर्जी नेचर पे यूज नहीं कर सकते, उसके लिए यूज नहीं कर सकते. दैट्स वन ऑफ द लिमिटेशन यू कैन कंसीडर एज वेयर रेकी वोंट वर्क.
One since instant spontaneous एक question आया limitation में, is it applicable or not applicable for the pregnant ladies or any sort of patients? Because quite a few things we have come to know, क्यों ये pregnant lady cannot use it or it's not advisable for them. So is it like that for Reiki also, that we cannot heal offer the energies to the pregnant ladies?
Okay, so Reiki is energy which is running our body and mind. So at any given point of time, we can offer Reiki to the infant child as well as to pregnant lady too. There is no limitation of it. या ये कोई इलेक्ट्रिक जैसा कुछ नहीं है कि इसमें कुछ हार्म करेगा. सो एनी वन कैन टेक इट. हम जब सोनोग्राफी करवाते हैं कि एक्सरे करवाते हैं तो वहां पे रेज आते हैं, तो दैट माइट बी हार्मफुल, एंड फ्रॉम दैट द क्वेश्चंस कम्स टू कि भाई इज इट हार्मिंग? It's a
Harming.
pure it's just pure energy. It's not a rays of anything, so it can be Reiki can heal the pregnant lady too.
So is it possible to replace Western medicines, with the Reiki healing? Can we replace it? I mean, is it feasible in your opinion, Mayulji?
So the ideal response to your question is we would not prefer to replace it. Rather, we would say it will be the complementary to the Western medical science. We all know that the medical science has grown a lot We have so many technologies being used from the medical science perspective. It has grown. So it is a humble request to the people or the community. Whenever you feel necessary, take the help of medical science for small aspects. As you know that because of our lifestyle and because of our habits, we fall sick. So the right way to reverse it is to change our pattern, change our mm, attitude towards the life, towards our mindsets. If you can able to bring those change, and Reiki can help you to bring those change. If we can able to inculcate it without taking a medicine, we can very well cure our disorder related to our mind and body. So it's a complementary rather, I would say. There are so many people who are requesting me to provide the healing as a Reiki master teacher. I do teach Reiki as well as help the people to get healed. So many such requests comes to me that so and so is a problem for so and so person. They are hospitalized. They are suffering from cancer, uh, and they are continue with the medicines as usual. As well as they also ask me to offer the healing to them, and that works them to recover quicker, faster. So that's a complementary.
Yeah. So, since we are discussing about all these things, so one more question related to that is, can we Reiki diagnose any diseases, or the people who comes to you are already coming with a diagnosis, like a prescribed thing? "Yeah, I have this issue, I have this issue," but do Reiki diagnose it? Ki, this is going to pop up, or this is going to come, or this is what you have?
Very good question. So with the help of Reiki, it is a one-way things you can understood. So we are taking the energy from the universe with the help of our crown chakra, and we are passed on through our hand. So in ideally to better understand, you can say it is a one-way aspects. Okay. With the help of Reiki, we could not able to diagnose the things that what is exactly the going on with your body.
Okay.
I would like rather to respond in this way. Reiki is a invisible intelligent energy. So whenever we bring those energy to the person who are looking for a healing, the energy itself decide what to heal, where to heal, and how much to heal to that
Okay.
particular person. So if any healers providing the healing to the third eye chakra or the thought chakra, but the actually healing require might be required to the sacral chakra. Maybe I'm just giving the instance of it. So
Right.
what energy will do? Energy is a self-intelligent. If energy found that there is some disorder in your stomach problem, sacral chakra or Manipur chakra, it will start flowing to that particular part of your body and start giving you the healing. So that's why we are calling it as a holistic aspects.
Right.
So the response to your question is, we as a healer ask a person to get it diagnosed with the help of medical science, what all disorder that they are suffering from, and then we just look to the medical report of their respective disorder, and then start offering the healing to them. Hope it
So,
answer your question, Sejal.
yes, definitely, Mehul. But again, another question pops up. One connects to the another one. So this one connects to how long do a person has to go for Reiki healing? Is a duration, koi particular duration can you suggest at the beginning or as and when the process goes on? Is it a continuous process throughout the life?
Okay. So if we talk about the duration and the process, when person requesting for the healing, we healer um, ask them to go ahead with the 5 sessions or 10 sessions, depending on the disorder that they are suffering from. And we ask them, it is a very open thing. We ask them that you start with the 10 session first. You could able to feel the energy after 2 3 second 2 3 sessions or 5 sessions. It again varies from person to person. One person, single person may feel the energy on the first session itself. Somebody may take after 3 sessions or 5 sessions.
Right.
So ideally, after 5 sessions, they are yielding the benefit of the energy, right? And after 5 to 10 sessions, they could be able to see some remarkable changes in their mind and body. And it's a open. So we as a healer ask them that you take a 10 sessions, see the difference in you, and then you can take a call how long you would like to move forward with it. So it's a very open. There is no restriction that this session will be required, how much duration it will be. There is no restriction. As and when needed, you can take the healing. As and when you feel that it is not required, you can stop it immediately.
So,
What else?
another another question, Mehul ji. How, what are the costs? Like, how much each session cost to a person? Is it cost effective, or, of course, compared to the health issues, that challenges that a person may is coming, there's no issue for pricing, but still a rough, you know, figure if we can get each session cost, what can it be?
So, Synergy, if we talk about the each session cost or the energy exchange, in spiritual aspects, we call it as the energy exchange instead of
Right.
cost.
Correct.
And costing is the material aspects which we talked about everything.
Right.
This in spiritual context, we call it as an energy exchange. So the energy exchange amount is being decided by the healer,
Okay.
how healer is being occupied, or how his for half an hour cost or 1 hour cost it may be. So if it is a normal healing, it is half an hour. If it is a psychic surgery, it will be a 1 hour period. So everyone knows their own value of it.
Mhm.
It's a free, varies from country to country, currency to currency. So there is no standard energy exchange amount for the healing. But one thing I would like to definitely tell you here, that it is definitely low as compared to the medical bill and medical consultation which the people are paying to the doctors.
Right.
It is definitely much more low than this.
Okay. Just a out of the box question. Do you ever get, have you ever rather have got a client who comes and tells you that I want fast ilaj iska chahiye, quick fix. So, instant remedy if they want and come to you for Reiki. So how do you handle those people? Because nowadays it's 2 minutes noodles time. Everything wants to
Absolutely.
be ready on the go. Chalte chalte le lo sab kuch. So how do Reiki, then how do you handle those clients?
एब्सोल्युटली होता है, बहुत ही कॉमन है ये. तो काफी पर्सन्स जैसे आते हैं जो बोलते हैं कि कब ठीक हो जाएगा. पहले क्या डिसऑर्डर है वो भी नहीं बोलते हैं, कब ठीक हो जाएगा वहां से ही क्वेश्चन शुरू होता है, वहां से ही कन्वर्सेशन शुरू होता है. तो तब उनको बोलना पड़ता है कि ये कोई क्विक फिक्स नहीं है कि 2 मिनट में हो गया है, और ये कोई जादू नहीं है कि छड़ी आपको घुमा दी और हो गया. सो इट्स नॉट अ क्विक फिक्स. फेविकॉल जैसा नहीं है कि 2 मिनट में ठीक हो गया है या फिक्स हो गया है. एज वी नो that because of our mindsets and lifestyle, we have invited the problems and disease into our life. तो रिवर्स होने में थोड़ा टाइम तो लगेगा ही. Fine. And just to respond back to the previous response, कितना टाइम लगेगा, कैसे टाइम लगेगा, वो एनर्जी विल डिसाइड. एंड द पर्सन हु इज टेकिंग द हीलिंग, दे देमसेल्फ कैन डिसाइड कि मुझे 10 हीलिंग से ठीक हो गया है तो 11 की जरूरत नहीं है. हफ्ते बाद कुछ और प्रॉब्लम के लिए उनको चाहिए तो दे कैन वेरी वेल कंटिन्यू.
Oh,
तो इस तरह से ये वर्क करता है. तो एग्जैक्ट टाइम इसमें नहीं बता सकते, पर इतना तो श्योर है कि हीलिंग उनको महसूस होगी. जो हीलिंग ले रहा है उनको महसूस होगा वो चेंज देख पाएंगे खुद में,
Okay.
दैट इज वेरी श्योर।
Thank you,
ठीक है,
Mehul ji. Thank you so much for all the patience having and answering to all my questions, because I have list of questions now to ask you. So
नो वरीज,
another
गो अहेड।
question comes with this is, does Reiki with the offerings, do you even come to know about the past lives? The
You are talking about the past life
past
regression
life, yes.
aspects.
So do we
Okay,
come to know from Reiki healing? Yeah.
okay. The past life regression is another modality. It's
Mhm.
not exactly falls under the healing modality like Reiki and pranic healing,
Right.
but it is more towards the hypnosis aspects or very similar to the hypnosis aspects.
Okay.
So we can call it as a one of the different modality. It's not related with the Reiki.
Reiki. Okay.
So, so with the help of Reiki, we could not able to see the past life of the person.
So whatever existing is, that we can definitely cure. That's what I understand from your talks, right? Current, whatever challenges, suppose if I'm facing some challenges, I can go it. What about my past is not to be related with Reiki anywhere. You won't be able to
Uh,
tell what my past challenges are in health, related to health only.
so with the help of Reiki, we cannot say about the past life or past happened to that particular person's life.
Right.
However, as we all know, whatever we are today because of your past karma,
Correct.
right? So with the help of Reiki, it will help you to reduce the effect of your past karma in your life. जैसे हम भगवान को प्रेयर करते हैं और भगवान हमें माफ कर देते हैं, ठीक है,
Right.
गॉड इज जस्ट फॉरगिविंग टू अस, ओके। In the similar way, whatever the past deeds that we perform in our life, then it's there in everyone's life, my, yours, and everyone.
Yes.
So those कर्मा इफेक्ट जो होती है उसको रेकी से हील किया जाता है। जैसे भगवान हमें माफ करते हैं, उसी तरह से रेकी हीलिंग से वो पास्ट कर्म की जो इफेक्ट है
Hmm.
उसको कम कर सकते हैं,
Okay.
नलिफाई कर सकते हैं।
Got it.
आई होप इट इज आंसर योर क्वेश्चन।
Yes, yes, Mehul. Another question is, can we do it immediately after, can we take the session immediately after breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or is there any particular time during the day? Okay, it should be. And connectingly, is it necessary? Suppose if I'm taking 10 sessions from you, so every day I have to take it on the same time, or कभी सुबह ले लिया, कभी दोपहर को ले लिया, वैसे चलेगा?
ये स्पिरिचुअल एनर्जी है, हम कभी भी ले सकते हैं 24 आवर्स में, कितनी भी बार ले सकते हैं, कोई लिमिटेशन नहीं है उसका।
अच्छा.
फ्लो बढ़ जाएगा, कम हो जाएगा, बॉडी में ये बढ़ जाएगा, कम हो जाएगा, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। As we said, it is a invisible intelligent energy. So energy knows where to go,
Oh,
what to heal, how to heal.
right.
कभी भी ले सकते हैं, कितनी भी बार ले सकते हैं, खाना खाने के पहले भी ले सकते हैं, बाद में भी ले सकते हैं, आधी रात को भी ले सकते हैं, एज एंड व्हेन इट इज रिक्वायर्ड। दैट्स द ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस मॉडलिटी। एज एंड व्हेन इट इज रिक्वायर्ड,
You
you
can.
can take the help from the Reiki.
Now the question comes, suppose if I want to learn Reiki, so what are the criteria and like age, koi religion, any parameters, what are it to learn a Reiki and be a Reiki healer?
Okay, good. क्राइटेरिया है भी और नहीं भी है।
Okay.
तो the first criteria is the mindset of the person.
Right.
The person who is looking to become a Reiki healer,
Mhm.
that person should have a mindset to work for this.
Right.
Right? दूसरों को सेवा करने की भावना हमारे में होनी चाहिए। We are always eager to work for this, to empowering others, to aware about this modality, to other people, help other people. यदि ये खूबी आप में है, यदि ये चीज आप में है, then you are the right person to become a Reiki healer.
Okay.
ये एक ही प्रीरिक्विजिट है, बाकी कोई लिमिटेशन नहीं है. कोई पढ़ा हुआ आदमी भी रेकी सीख सकता है, अनपढ़ आदमी भी रेकी सीख सकता है. Any caste, any religion, any person can learn the healing.
Any age
It's a
also. No age
universal and
criteria also.
no age criteria as well. Any religion, without having any religion, person can learn the Reiki. It's a universal life force.
Suppose if I become a Reiki healer and then for months, 2, 3 months, if I'm, out of it, I'm attuned to, I've stopped practicing for more than say 1 month, 2 months. So is it like it's going to affect me once I again restart it after learning? There are times when, you take a break or some other, for some reason or the other. So is it going to affect my healing power?
Okay. So let me brief you. In Reiki learning, there are 3 to 4 levels of it. First level is in-person healing, what we taught in level 1.
Right.
So the complete Reiki concept is based on the purity. It makes our mind and body and soul to purify. As pure as we are, we could able to pass on the energy in a better way. Right? We can request, we can pass on the energy in a better fashion. So in level 1, the healers will make the person, those who are looking for healer, they can teach them how to do the self-healing with the help of hands. In second level, it is being taught as a symbols. With the help of symbols, you can request the energy, you can grab the energy within you as a healer, and then pass on to the other people. The third level is basically a master level where the Reiki psychic surgery is being taught. And the fourth level, it is a teacher level. Those who like to learn the masters, they would like to become a teacher of the Reiki. The fourth level is for them. So once for any of the level person is being uh, attuned, those attunement is a lifetime attunement. It will remains for them forever. It's not so कि भाई उन्होंने 2-3 महीना प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया तो वो चला जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं है. That will always be there. But as a good practice, what we suggest that those who become a healer, they should need to do the self healing every day for themselves, no matter whether they would like to do the practice for others or not. But recommended कि वो खुद अपना self healing करे, वो recommendation है. Over to you.
One more question, Mehul ji. Is it
Please.
is it okay to give Reiki without exchange of energy, as we say in the healing field, that it's exchange of energy, as you rightly said some time back. So money लेना देना कुछ नहीं करते हैं, and we just do the healing for anyone for free, ऐसा कुछ होता है? Is it advisable from your end?
Okay. तो हर एक चीज के अपने अपने नियम होते हैं. सपोज आपको बायोलॉजिकल पढ़ना है तो बायोलॉजी के जो रूल्स होते हैं, प्रिंसिपल्स होते हैं, वो आप सीखोगे. आप यदि साइंटिस्ट बनना चाहते हो तो उसके रिलेटेड रूल्स आप सीखोगे और उसको फॉलो करोगे, एंड यू बिकम अ साइंटिस्ट और यू कैन बिकम अ डॉक्टर. इन द सिमिलर वे रेकी में भी उसके प्रिंसिपल्स है. उसमें से एक प्रिंसिपल ऐसा है कि द एनर्जी एक्सचेंज शुड बी देयर, बिकॉज वी आर offering the energy to the person. The energy is a free of cost, but the healers is putting his or her efforts to heal the person. So time and efforts is being involved to them. So it's a principle or it's a rule of the Reiki modality that it should be done with the help of energy exchange.
Energy exchange has to be there.
कोई सा भी आप ले लो, कोई सी भी amount ले लो, no matter how small it is, but do with the help of energy exchange.
And
And I know, just like me, many healers are being donated as well.
yeah,
So it's not we know as a healer that I have just spent my time and efforts to for it, which is become very normal for me as I'm doing since long. It's become very normal for me. However, if I feel that I would like to donate or I would like to use the same energy, which is ideally not mine, the energy has done the work. It
mhm,
is power of the energy that heal the people. So what I would prefer to do is I would just get it donated or offer somebody offer the somebody food with the help of the same amount. So likewise, many people do. Over to you, Sivaji.
and one last question, and the most important question, which anybody and everybody would like to know: Can it help in reducing weight? Can Reiki be
Wait.
helpful in reducing our weight?
Okay. So yeah,
आजकल
weight
सब
is
लोग
a
वही हाँ आजकल everybody wants to work on their weight loss and they want results. So is there this Reiki में कोई ऐसा कुछ है? तो कितने sessions में हो सकता है possible? Of course, you did mention that session depends upon the person, but weight loss के लिए कुछ है क्या? पहले तो
बहुत कॉमन क्वेश्चन है। वेट का हमारे इंडिया में तो दिन पर दिन बढ़ जाता है। ओबेसिटी और उसका डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वर्जन भी आ गया। हाईली ओबेस, लेस ओबेस, डिफरेंट वर्जन्स भी आ गए। तो बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है, एज यू राइटली सेड। तो जैसे हमने पहले बात की, रिकी हेल्प्स यू टू ब्रिंग योर नॉर्मल ओरिजिनल स्टेट एज इट इज। माइंड, बॉडी एंड सोल को अलाइन करता है, उसको नॉर्मल स्टेट में लाता है। तो रिकी विल bring you to the normal state or bring to the any person who is seeking for this disorder to the normal state, as well as when we pass on the energy to the healing, we pass on with the intention that the energy can help this particular person to maintain the balance as it is required or as it is expected.
right,
To maintain the balance, whatever the lifestyle that person needs to be changed in her or him,
mhm,
those wisdoms is also being passed on to them along with the healing. So those wisdom is being inculcated inside their subconscious mind,
yeah,
and they start becoming more conscious about their mind and body, about their body. They could able to understand how precious our body is. When they learn, accept, aware, conscious about their body, definitely they will stop consuming the junk food. And when they stop consuming the junk food, automatically their weight will be at the normal stage. So I just try to give you the brief series of steps that is being performed. Yes, in this way, Reiki can help. It will make the person more conscious, aware
right,
about it. Very
okay,
simple, very simple. Why the person is just popping the medicine and the junk food in their own body? Because they are not conscious about their body.
right.
If those consciousness comes, how precious it is,
Then that
वो
thing
हमें
will
भी
be
हील कर
enough.
सकती है। हाँ, हमारी बॉडी में वो भी कैपेसिटी है कि हम खुद को भी हील कर सकते हैं, हम दूसरों को भी हील कर सकते हैं। व्हेन वी रियलाइज दिस प्रीशियसनेस विद इन अवर बॉडी, तो हम बर्गर पिज्जा में नहीं जाएंगे।
So, just one more question from the audience we have received that, uh,
Yes,
first is that there are people who are comfortable, who are not comfortable to make people by touch. So, how do we make them understand the healing part of it? When it is on site, of course, when it is distance, there is no touch. But suppose if it is on site and if it is related to the touch therapy, so there are people who are hesitant. So how do we handle that?
very good question. Yeah, it's happened. Before answering to this question, I would say healer's palm, fine, are the way to heal.
Right.
उसका हमारे एंशियंट के साथ कनेक्ट करें तो जब भी हम हमारे माता पिता के पैर छूते हैं तो वो हमें आशीर्वाद देते हैं, इस तरह से हमारे सर पे हाथ रखते हैं और हमें आशीर्वाद देते हैं. इन द सेम वे, इन एंशियंट वे, when the disciple is touching the feet of the guru is also offering the uh,
Blessings.
blessings with the help of hand. So hands has a power to pass on the energy to the other people. By understanding this context, when we heal the person in person, ideally healer would like to touch to the respective chakra
Correct.
or nearby the chakra of that particular person's body.
Right.
So the recommendation should be the person should touch the chakra, either of the crown chakra, any chakra from top to bottom. Healer knows, because it's a pure energy. Healer himself or herself is a pure. Unless until the person is not pure, this energy won't flow from them.
Right.
So healers knows very well where to touch, how to touch, how long it needs to be touched. Right? So that's a principle of it. Always the healing energy is being offered over the cloth, even though the person is not comfortable. Fine. We just aware them about it, even though if the healing is not comfortable. The another way is we can put the hand just above the respective chakra without touching to the chakra. We can just put our hand.
Okay.
Equally, energy will work. There is no change into it, whether it is a touch or just above the uh, respective chakra.
Right.
It can, yeah, it can be. It can be. Anyhow, our intention or the healer intention is to heal the person.
Right.
So there is a way of it. I hope it is answer your question, Sejalji.
Yes, yes, definitely. The question comes from the audience. Then the second question that is there is, how is it different and effective from other modalities?
Okay. So every modality have their own uh, way, own speciality of it. Like I would like to talk about the pranic healing and the Reiki. That's a very common question people have, how the pranic healing and Reiki are similar to each other. So pranic healing is also based on the energy. Reiki is also based on energy.
Right.
The difference is, in case of pranic healing, they are more emphasized on the cleansing part of it. Right? Where in case of Reiki, it is more on the energized part of it.
Correct.
Okay. So from there, the modality is a bit different.
Okay.
But every modality have their own way to heal, and it is meant for healing. So respect to all the modalities.
All modalities has their own importance and differences, but they do work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
One more question, Mehul ji. There is a question from the audiences. What is the difference between learning online and offline? Is there, well, I don't know, but online healing, how do we learn Reiki online?
Okay. So I got the question because whenever it was pop up over the chat, I could able to read it. So the questions from the participant is, what is the difference of learning mode, whether it is offline or online?
Right.
So ऑफलाइन पढ़े तो अच्छा है कि ऑनलाइन पढ़े तो अच्छा है. तो learning part is again being segmented into two ways. One is the spiritual energy, spiritual law learning part, that is understanding purely, it's a theoretical part. So there is one segment of it, and second segment is attunement. So attunement is nothing but a diksha. In Jain we call it as a diksha.
Right.
So same way, this modality is based on the attunement. Attunement is a very core aspects of it. So the healers is enriching the person from the spiritual knowledge on one go, that can be done with the help of online.
Right.
but the attunement is recommended to be offline because there are 2 to 3 sessions in case of attunement. In case of attunement, the healer or the master is aligning the chakra in such a way that the chakra can preserve the energy and pass on the energy to other people. So it is an alignment of the chakra or balancing of the chakra, you can say. So it is recommended to be in person in case of attunement, offline in case of attunement, and learning can be done online.
One last question, Mehul ji, from the audience,
Yes.
from the participants, it has come that after receiving 18 sessions of distant healing, there is no remarkable difference. It should be continued or stop here itself.
It's very context related question. So I would not say anything on a number perspective without understanding what all disorder that the person is suffering from.
Right.
So it's very subjective questions. You can discuss with your healer, respective healer, 18 sessions for anything. Just discuss it out with the healer and figure it out what best can be done or what are the different ways to move forward. Over to you, Sejal ji.
Thank you so much, Mehul ji. And now over to Rita ji.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for the lovely conversation, Mehul ji and Sejal ji. It was phenomenal to understand how Reiki works. And you hosted really well, Sejal ji, and you helped us to understand how Reiki actually functions and how it can bring about changes. Thank you, Mehul ji. And I really loved your session because we go either from the energy to the body or body to the energy, and you make it easy for other person to, understand how energy functions by healing them. However, I think we have a different stages of healing. We start learning and then we go inside ourselves. So you're helping people to go inside and understand how the body, mind, and spirit functions. That's a great aspect of Reiki, which I understood today. Thank you so much. Thank you for the session and bringing this clarity.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Bye-bye. Thanks, Sejal ji. Thanks, Rita ji. Thanks, Sonali ji.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Mehul.
you.
It was a
Bye.
wonderful